Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today's video, as you guys can tell by the title, is going to be my registry must-haves for baby number 3. Now, the things that I'm going to list in today's video are either things that we don't have for baby number 3 that we needed and I feel are essential for a registry, or they're things that I did not try with the boys and really want to try for baby number 3, or they're products that we did use for the boys I absolutely loved and knew I needed to get them in for baby number 3. So as we go through the video and I talk about this list of items, I will let you know what I have tried, what I haven't tried, what I love, all that kind of information to give you guys a better understanding. This is also a very concise list. I definitely have more things on my registry than this, but these are like the essentials, the things that I knew for sure I needed in-house for baby number 3. I did go ahead and make a registry this time. Family members were asking me to make one so that they can or could pick some things up for baby number 3. So that is what today's video is going to be. That is the gist of the format of today's video. I'm going to just run through some products that are on my registry for baby girl, who is, I'm 18 weeks and change today. I'm almost 19 weeks, which means she's almost halfway done cooking in there. So I have started to get some things in for her. I'm also getting to the point where I'm just so excited. I can picture it more and more as the days go on, having baby girl in the house. And it's just exciting to see baby stuff and have baby stuff in the house. So that is what today's video is going to be. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Everything that I talk about, all of this stuff, I did get off of Amazon. Except for 1 or 2 things you can either get on Amazon or get on a standalone website. I'll have links to everything that I talk about in the description box, so that if you are expecting a baby and you needed some ideas for your registry and you stumbled upon this video, you can easily click those links and add them to your registry for yourself. I did have a registry through Amazon with the boys. I feel like it was just like the easiest space. It's very accessible to people. So that's just where I made baby girl's registry. But without further ado, let's jump into today's video. Okay, number 1 thing that I had to add to my registry this time around was a bassinet. The boys used the Halo twin bassinet. Obviously they were twins, which was a very large and bulky bassinet to begin with. However, if we had another baby, I most likely would have just used that if I still had it in-house. But unfortunately, our basement flooded. I would say before the boys turned 1. They were not in the bassinet anymore. We had broken it down and put it in our basement. And because our basement flooded, we did not properly clear the moisture and it was riddled with mold. So we had to throw it out, and I did not have a bassinet for baby girl. Now, I was searching around and looking for the best option for me. Like I said, the twin bassinet was extremely bulky, which I did not enjoy. We have a mix of hardwood and carpet in my room, and it was just so hard to move that bassinet around. It also was not a bedside sleeper, and with breastfeeding and having to obviously get the baby up and down in the middle of the night to feed, I really wanted to try a bedside sleeper this time around for baby girl, and I was lucky enough that a brand reached out to me. The first 2 products I'm going to talk about today were sent to me by a brand, and this video is sponsored by them. The brand is called, I always mix up the pronunciation of their name, Papablic, I believe, P-A-P-A-B-L-I-C. If I am totally butchering the name of this brand, I am so sorry. I believe it's Papablic, if I had to sound it out. They reached out to me and wanted to send me over a bedside sleeper bassinet, as well as 1 other product that I will go into next. Their bedside sleeper bassinet is actually a 4-in-1, which I was really surprised by and excited to try. It is beautifully crafted. I actually took it out yesterday and set it up so that I could see it in person and kind of give my full thoughts on it, not just talk about an item in a box. So I am going to go ahead and insert some footage of me opening that and assembling it. Now, I am pregnant. I didn't find it difficult to set up being pregnant. It is a very sturdy and heavy bassinet and bedside sleeper, but the assembly process was super quick and easy. As you guys can see, it comes in this travel bag, or like a bag that just keeps all the pieces together. So once I was able to get that out of the box with some shimmy and shaking, I opened that up and all the pieces were laid out in there. Of course, you got your user guided manual and an assembly guide on how to build it. And it was just a matter of clicking a few pieces in here or there, and then of course zipping up the mesh and the sides once I was able to get the actual sleeper attached to the top. The assembly altogether took me under 30 minutes. Very simple, very easy. It does have, I believe, 4 different levels and heights that you can set it up to depending on the height of your bed. And like I said, I wanted something that could easily move around the floor, and it does have wheels on the bottom, and the wheels do lock, of course, so that's not slipping and sliding all over your floor, but it is super easy to maneuver around the bedroom, which I am really excited about. And like I mentioned, it's a 4-in-1 bassinet, so it is suitable for all growth stages of the baby. You will get so much use out of this bassinet. Of course, it is a bassinet and bedside sleeper. It is also a play yard or a pack and play. I think those are like the same thing, where you can extend it down and it does become more like full length and bigger for your growing baby if you also wanted to keep them in your room in that as well. It is a bedside sleeper, like I said, so not only is it a standard bassinet, but you can move it up to your bed, get it to the correct height, unzip one of the sides, and then you're able to easily slide the baby between the bassinet and the bedside sleeper and your own bed, which I did not have with the boys. And it actually is also a cradle. There's a setting where you can put it on like a rock setting and you're able to rock the bassinet back and forth, which I thought was really cool and innovative. I've never seen something like that myself. It has breathable mesh on all sides. It does come with its own mattress and one what is that called? Fitted sheet for the mattress. I do need to pick up a waterproof cover because those are so important in having when you have a newborn, not only for accidents, but spit up and spillages. So that's the one thing that I need to pick up for it, but it does come with a super soft and gushy fitted sheet for the mattress that it does come with. And then, like I said, it does have that sliding roller design, the wheels that make it easy to maneuver back and forth. And I'm reading here, it's actually 6 adjustable heights, which is really nice to be able to adjust it to the height of your bed or whatever height you find most comfortable for yourself, leaning over and putting your baby into and out of. It comes in 2 different colors. I got the wood stain and the gray mesh, but it also comes in a black and gray colorway. I just think for moving around my house and cohesiveness, wood grain looks the best. So that is why I picked up that. So a bassinet was something that I 1000% needed to pick up for baby girl. And I am so glad that I was sent this one, and I'm very excited to use it with her. And then the second item on my list of must-haves is some kind of swing or bouncer. Now, I do still have the ones from the boys, but like I said, this brand was kind enough to send me one, and I am super excited for this one because this one is super lightweight and portable. The ones that I had for the boys were bulky, and if you guys have followed me since the boys were little, I had them set up here in front of my fireplace, and they didn't move throughout the house because they were super big and bulky. Now, having twin toddlers who are going to be running amongst the house while I also have baby playing between the living room and the den downstairs, I needed something that was easily maneuvered and moved from room to room. And I believe this portable swing is like 9 pounds or less. It is so lightweight and easy to move around. Again, I will insert some footage here of me setting it up. Super easy to set up. It was a matter of clicking the main baby holding piece into the base of the bottom. So it was so easy to set up. It does come with a play bar that you can put up that has like different items on it for baby to look at and reach for when they get to that age. It also comes with what would I call it, like a hood, little canopy situation if you were taking your baby outside in it or just wanted a cover to put over your baby's face. It comes with that you can attach and detach. The play bar you can attach and detach. A pillow and like infant comfy setting for when your baby is super tiny, and it is Bluetooth, so you can either plug it into the wall and have it work like that, It comes with a remote and everything. And then for like the portable aspect of it, you can also put, I believe, AAA batteries into it so that it can work and be powered like that when you move it throughout the house. So you have those two options, and then it does come with a remote, and it is Bluetooth. It says it has 5 natural sway speeds, 3 unique incline angles, and 3 timing modes. You can also lock it so that it doesn't sway back and forth and baby can just like sit in it. It comes with built-in lullabies and white noise, which I love. I use the white noise feature on the boys' swing when they were little for like naps in the swing. I love that that is included. And then here it does say the mosquito net and hanging toys it does come with, and like I said, those attach and detach. So this is in a black and gray colorway, super sleek, super light, super portable. I'm very excited to have this for baby number 3. I just think some kind of swing or bouncer, something you can set baby down in, is so important to have on your registry. So those are the first 2 things that I have on my registry must-have lists, and like I said, I was sent those, and so thank you to the brand for sending those items over. Okay, moving on to the next few things on my list. This is something that I had not used with the boys and I really want to try. It just wouldn't have been practical to use it for the boys. And that is either the Duna stroller, or Even Flow came out with one. I believe that's the brand, and it's called the Shift Dual Ride. These are those like car seat stroller combinations where you can click the car seat into a base in the car and then take it out of that base and it turns into a stroller with like wheels attached and everything. It's like an all-in-one. Obviously with twins that was just not possible or feasible because I could not push both of them at the same time if I left the house with them. With the boys, I just used a infant car seat and stroller situation that I was able to turn into a double stroller, so that I used for them. But for baby girl, again, because I'm going to have 4.5-year-old toddlers running amok and needing to be taken places like camp pickup and drop off, school pickup and drop off, play dates, errands, things like that, I want to be able to have baby girl in something that I can easily click out of the car and turn into a stroller while also having to tend to and care for toddlers. So this is like the one main baby thing that like I am so itching to try for baby girl because I did not get that experience with the boys. So this is on my registry. I did not get it yet. This is most likely going to be something that I buy close to when baby gets here. Amazon does a thing where I believe like 60 days before your baby's due date, I think mine is sometime in April, they unlock like a 15% off a feature and you can purchase something off of your registry for 15% off. So unless a sale comes about somewhere, these 2 items are sold at like Target, Amazon again, different places. Unless a sale comes about and I see it for a cheaper price prior to that, this is probably something that I'm going to pick up closer to when baby comes. But I do already have an infant car seat, obviously, from the boys that is still good under the manufacturing date. If you guys didn't know, car seats have expiration dates, and the boys' ones are still good for another year or 2. So I have an infant car seat, but I really want to try one of these infant car seat stroller combinations. Okay, the next thing is something that we did use for the boys. Love it. I think it is one of the best baby items you can pick up and purchase, and that is the Nanit baby monitor. I do have this on my registry, however, I have an extra wall mount and a table mount listed on my registry because I already have 2 Nanit cameras and the boys are obviously growing and getting bigger, and we do plan on transitioning their room to like a full big boy room. Right now they're in toddler beds and we do need to get them twin beds because they are growing and no longer little toddlers anymore. And when we do that, we will take their Nanits off the wall and I will get a table stand for one of their cameras and leave it on their dresser just so I can still monitor them and watch them during the night. And then the second monitor we will use for baby girl, and I can either hang it on the wall with an extra wall mount and have to repurchase the wall mount, or put it on her dresser with a table mount. So I have those listed on my registry. But the Nanit baby monitor I love. When the boys were super little, I did pay for like the premium subscription where you not only got sound and motion notifications, but you were able to go back and watch those notifications and see what happened in that time frame. It also tracks your baby's sleep, so you can see how many times they wake throughout the night and how long they're up throughout the night. how long it took them to fall asleep. That kind of information was super critical, definitely during the transition from the bassinet to the crib, and for them sleeping independently in their room, the first few months of that. That information was super critical to me with like adjusting wake windows and naps and all that kind of stuff. It definitely gives you more information on your baby's sleep, but as the boys have gotten bigger, as they've dropped their naps, as their sleep has just become more standard, I no longer pay for that premium subscription for them. I just use it just to be able to check on them in the middle of the night and see what they're doing. I don't really need to see what they're doing in the middle of the night or keep such a close eye on them. But for a little baby, when you do put them in their own room at like the 6 or 8 month mark, I don't remember when we did it with the boys, that kind of information I find is super beneficial and helpful. So a Nana baby monitor, I highly recommend. The next thing on my list is the Hatch sound machine, and this is something that we've used for the boys, we still use for the boys. This is probably one of my top 3 baby must-haves alongside the Nana baby monitor. The Hatch sound machine is amazing. It has varying levels of white noise. They have lullabies on there. Obviously you can change the volume of it. The one that I get or have for the boys and got for baby girl, because I already got this in, a family member sent it to me, is the one with the nightlight attachment, which is great for middle of the night feedings when baby is super little and in your room. But I have used it even into toddlerhood with the boys. We now have a 2 different color pattern where it is red in the middle of the night. That is the color that they chose. I personally probably wouldn't have chose red, but they wanted red. And then in the mornings when I see that they're awake, to notify them that I am on my way into their room and I am also up, it switches to white, and then I also lower the sound down, so you can use this in your sleep training with your toddlers. I've heard many people do this over on TikTok. That is where I learned it. But I just love this sound machine. I got the newest edition because they don't sell the ones that the boys have currently. The new one does have a clock on the bottom. I think that's like one of the only differences. You can now get it rechargeable and portable, but I think I got the one that just plugs into the wall. I do also have the Hatch Rest Mini that we use when traveling. I take that to my mom's house, to Harris's parents' house. That one I love for traveling because it is super small and compact. It doesn't have the light, but it has the same sounds, the same volumes, the same lullabies. You can connect it to your phone. You can manage it from your phone, turn it on and off, switch the sounds, all that kind of stuff. I just love the Hatch sound machine, and I'm a sound machine believer. I'm a sound machine stan. My boys at almost 4 still use the sound machine. I don't know if or when I'll ever get rid of it, probably when they want me to get rid of it, but it is just a great tool to use also in sleep training. I love a sound machine, and so the Hatch sound machine I knew was going to make it on my list. Okay, the next item, these are the Frig/Bib pacifiers. When the boys were little, they were called the Bib pacifiers, but I think they've since rebranded, and on Amazon, they're now listed under Frig. They come in 0 to 6 months and 6 to 18 month sizes. Many different colorways, many different patterns now. They used to only have the circle ones when the boys were little, but there's like little flower ones now and little ones with moons on it. Like I said, different colorways. I love these binkies, not only for the aesthetic purposes, they are really pretty, but the boys took to them really well. They wound up using them until like 18 months. That's when we got rid of their binky. They didn't start using them until 4 months, I would say, because they were born so premature and the nipple was a little bit big for them. Excuse me. I just love these binkies, and I hope baby girl loves them too, because I have a bunch of them listed on my registry. And again, this is something that if someone doesn't buy me, I will of course purchase it for myself, for baby girl. So those are the binkies that I love. The next thing on my list is the Angel Care Bath. Again, use this with the boys. However, we wound up throwing it out after the boys were able to like sit up on their own in the bath, and then we got those like sit-up seats for them. But I do love the Angel Care Bath system. The boys were super tiny when we brought them home from the hospital, and even with them being super small and premature, they fit comfortably in the Angel Care Bath system. It has holes in it so that the water can pass through. It is super lightweight, easy to maneuver around the house. It's just a great baby basic, so that is on my registry as well. Again, if no one picks it up for me, I will pick it up for myself. It's super inexpensive. I think it's like less than $20, and it's a really great baby bath for if you're using it in the tub. I never use that like flower baby bath thing that you can put in the kitchen sink, or the like portable ones that you can like leave on your counter and fill up with water. We never use those. We just stuck the Angel Care one in our bath upstairs and it worked great for us. So that is also on my registry for baby number 3. 2 more must-haves that I have listed here on my must-haves. Like I said, there are so many more things on my registry aside from this, like bibs and burp cloths. Things like that are also must-haves, but these are like bigger priced, bigger ticket items that I find are necessities and essential for baby. Obviously, diapers are on my registry. Family members started to pick up diapers, towels, like I said, burp cloths, bottles, all that kind of random miscellaneous baby stuff. That stuff is on my registry, but like I said, these are like the bigger items that I think are important for having a baby. So just 2 more things on my list. The next thing is the baby shusher, and this we actually did not have on our registry originally with the boys. And so one of Harris's friends, I think 2 of Harris's friends, wound up picking it up for me, because one night we were sitting here in the living room with the boys and I was talking about it and they wound up picking it up for me, and I did not realize how useful that baby shusher was going to come in handy. We wound up using it a lot in the middle of the night after the boys went through, or like around the time the boys went through their 4-month sleep regression. Alongside their sound machine, we would also put the shusher in the bassinet. I believe it had 2 different settings. You can either, or 3 different settings. There was like a 15-minute timer, 30-minute timer, or 30-minute timer, 1-hour timer. There were 2 different timer settings, and then there was also a setting where you could just like leave it on and then manually turn it off yourself. And I think there was a way to control the volume. Love that thing for when the boys were going through their sleep regression. I would throw it in their bassinet because they would want us to shh and make that noise. But a lot of the time I was feeding one baby and the other baby needed consolation, and it was just super quick and easy to throw in the bassinet and calm them down. We used it in the car a lot, doctor's appointments, that kind of thing. It's really easy to take with you on the go. I think I still have ours, but for some reason I did change the batteries when I thought the batteries died and it stopped working. So I re-added it to my registry this time because I definitely want that in-house for baby number 3. The last thing on my list here is a car baby monitor. We used mirrors in my car with the boys, which were such a pain and kind of like redundant. You're supposed to have these things in your car to be able to look at baby when you're driving, but I found myself having to turn around while driving to look in the mirror to see what they were doing, which is just not safe at all. I really wanted to try one of those car camera baby monitors where you put the camera on the headrest of the seat that your baby is sitting in so it faces baby, and then you mount the little mount to your dashboard and plug it in and turn it on when you get in the car, and then it's right in front of your face and you can see what baby's doing without having to break your neck and turn around and see what baby's doing. This I did not have for the boys. I really wanted to try this. I went ahead and added it to my registry, and a family member did pick it up for me, so I'm super excited to try this item out as well. I also want to give a quick shout out to like the DockATot that we still have in house. Obviously, if you don't have one, I do think that that's a really important baby product to have. Obviously, after I had baby girl, I think I did this with the boys. I did like my top 10 twin mom products or something like that for the newborn phase. I will update you guys on like my top products this time around for baby girl. I have a feeling they're going to be very similar, but a DockATot or some kind of lounger like that I think is really easy and important to have in the house to set your baby down in. If you're in the living room, put them on the floor, you know, on your bed, all that kind of stuff. It's a really easy portable lounger to have. So that I don't have on here because I already have one. I didn't need to pick one up. And one more thing that I just thought of really quickly is some sort of baby carrier. I did not get to wear the boys much when they were little. I was home alone a lot with them. I never was able to figure out how to wear them both at the same time. I do have the Bjorn carrier, the baby Bjorn one. However, I might treat myself to the Artipop one as my push present to myself. I see that everywhere and everyone raves about it. There are different dupes. I think there's one by Wildbird, which is a fraction of the price of the Artipop one, and people rave about that as well. I do still have like my wrap baby carrier that I want to try and use with baby girl. I want to try sling carrier, some sort of baby carrier I really want to try this time around for baby girl. I do have those on my registry as well. But that is just like personal preference if you want to baby write your baby or not. I do, and I do have those on my registry. I don't know why I didn't list them here, but that is another registry must-have for baby number 3. So I think that is it for today's video. If I'm forgetting anything, I will just link it down below for you guys to be able to click and shop through. I will have links to Papablic, I believe is how you say it, links to them down below. They're 4-in-1 bassinet and their swing you can actually buy in like a pack, in like a group sale. I don't know why I can't think of the word I'm thinking of. You can buy them standalone by themselves separately, or you can buy them together in like a pack, which obviously is what I did. I got both of them sent in. I will have all the links to that down below. Thank you to them for again sponsoring today's video. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to my registry must-haves for baby girl, who is getting pretty big down here. I'll show you guys what she's looking like. We are going to be 19 weeks in just 3 days, which is so exciting. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. With that being said, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.